If you like my content, consider becoming a member to help support the channel. Click on the join button to find out more. This one is a bonus as I was only expecting to receive the steering wheels today. So this is the MVH Studios telemetry display. It works with both console and PC games. And that makes it quite a unique product because it does work natively with console games it is compatible with. Now on their support page, which I'll link to below, has a spreadsheet which lists all the compatible games. So if you want to know if it's going to work for you on your particular game that you're playing, then check out the spreadsheet. Don't ask me in the comments, just go to that page. But for instance, it does work with GT7. It works with Forza Horizon 5. Also works with the F1 titles as well. So that's just a taste of what it does work with. And of course on PC it's going to work with anything because it does use SimHub for that transmission of the telemetry. Although it does still use the built-in dashboards, it does not use SimHub dashboards. So there's a lot to unpack on this one, just because there's, it's doing its own thing. Very, very interesting that we've got a display that works completely over Wi-Fi. The USB cable is only for powering the unit itself, not for data transmission. And there you go. Incidentally, the rev lights do work with console games as well. It is 3D printed. We have a GoPro style bracket on the back. The USB cable goes into there for powering this. There are some buttons on the side for the menus. There is a power button there. I have two different mounting brackets here. Now this one, nice and simple to understand, designed for Fanatec wheelbases. Goes on the back and then screws onto the front of your wheelbase. So simple enough to understand. And this one that looks more complicated is for clipping onto Logitech wheelbases, G29, 920, G923. So there are instructions on their website that shows you how to construct this. It's not, it's not difficult to do, but obviously having all these parts, it looks a little bit weird. But yeah, check out the website, it's all on there. But there you go, let's move on. The F1S Series 3 steering wheel. Now the first thing to mention is everything I said previously regarding that standalone telemetry display applies to this one as well. So it runs over Wi-Fi, built-in dashboards, etc., PC and console compatible. So if you watch that segment, then exactly the same type of display here. This is 3D printed in carbon fiber PLA. We have polyurethane molded grips. They are 60 Shore. They have an interesting texture on there. Sort of looks like a low polygon count model, but I quite like the look of it. It gives it a bit of character, and you can see they are ergonomically shaped. So they fit my hands quite nicely. I have medium-sized hands, just for reference. So that's what you can expect. But it feels very comfortable, so nice shaped grips there. It feels stiff and there's no creaking. MVH Studios have told me these steering wheels can handle up to 17 Newton meters of torque. These buttons are nice and clicky. Plus we have these not true rotary dials, they're like three-way inputs. So left, right and push button. At the back we can see we have paddle shifters. They use Hall effect sensors. It's a little bit of a fuzz there. But yeah, they seem right. There's no adjustment points on those paddle shifters, so you just need to get used to them as they are. A unique feature of the MVH Studio steering wheels is the fact you can use these on different wheelbases natively. And all you need to do is swap out this adapter here to the appropriate system that you pick upon purchase of your steering wheel. So you have Thrustmaster, Logitech, Fanatec. You pick the one you want and they send you the appropriate adapter. It does mean it's also transferable. This steering wheel can be used later on other wheelbases. Say if you upgrade to different brands, you just purchase another one of these adapters, pop it on here, and then you can use it. And when it is attached to your wheelbase, the controls do work like a native steering wheel, so that all works. And that's the reason why you don't actually get full rotary dials. It's because some of those brands don't have full rotary dials on the wheels, so they're just going for basically essentially push buttons in the form of these sort of partial kind of rotary dial style. inputs. Now, right now, I have the one which is designed for the Logitech G29, G920, G923. I also have this piece, which is their quick release system designed for those wheelbases. And I have a separate video on this, so check that out, because I basically take apart my G29, add the wheel side quick release, add the base side quick release to my Logitech wheel, and then you can see it kind of how that works. So I'm not going to go through too much of it in this video, but that's what this is designed for. Now, if I want to use this on a Fanatec wheelbase, that is easily done. I remove this and I replace it with this adapter, which is their Fanatec adapter. There is a cable here that goes through to the wheel plates. So that does mean, as I mentioned before, it will map buttons, so you can use the buttons. Incidentally, actually, when you do attach it to a wheelbase, regardless of the wheelbase, so Fanatec or Logitech or Thrustmaster, it does power the screen. Now, data, of course, is still over Wi-Fi, but the screen is powered from the wheelbase. And if I just show you this piece here, so QR2, but also work with a QR1. So if you have a Fanatec steering wheel, this will be very familiar. If you're looking for a steering wheel which is independent from any brand and runs a USB cable from the wheel plate to your PC, they also have an adapter for that. So they've got it all covered, completely transferable for, between different brands, and also standalone if that's what you want. And that's the cool thing about their system. It means, it is something which is future-proofed, and I think that is certainly a good selling point for these steering wheels. And finally, the F1L Series 3, which is their premium steering wheel. Slightly more expensive than the F1S, but of course more material used. We have support at the bottom, and handles are slightly longer. If you have larger hands, maybe this one would be better suited for you. We also have an addition of 3 extra sort of, semi-rotary dial things. But have a close look at the detailing here and the quality of the printing. Ergonomic handles as well as before, so they feel nice. At the back we can see the paddle shifters, same as the F1S, and we have no adapter attached, so this is what it looks like bare bones. So if I was to take the Fanatec adapter, it'll pop on like that. So that gives you an idea of how that will look. And there you have it. So I will review all of the 3 products I've shown you today in their own separate videos. There's obviously a lot to go through, so it's going to take me a while to get through all of that. There's lots of hours of work and testing involved in each one of those products. But there you go. So just a quick look at this steering wheel, since I think this video has gone on long enough. So just have a close look at this. But all looking very nice. So hopefully that you found that useful. If you want to find out more, go to their website, guys. They also have some really useful videos on the installation of these different adapters, and you can see what adapters they support. And certainly as time goes on, they might include more different adapters as well. So that's kind of a cool thing about their this company and their system. Completely unique, and certainly one to keep an eye on for. So yeah, stay tuned for the reviews, and I'll be back soon. So thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you in the next one. Take care, happy simming, and bye bye for now.